Marks the 35th anniversary of the month of the military child. It's a time to recognize the challenges faced by military kids and their parents. Some of those include child care, mental health support, as well as financial stability. USAA and the nonprofit Blue Star Families are working together to let military families know about resources available to them that can help. And joining me live from Washington is Kathy Roth-Duque, CEO of Blue Star Families, and from San Antonio, Justin Schmidt, Assistant Vice President of Corporate Responsibility with USAA. Really do appreciate the both of you joining us this morning. Justin, I want to start with you. What are some of the major challenges right now military children are facing?
One of the biggest challenges that they experience is the frequency of moves. I think that anyone that knows a military family or has had the experience of being in a military household knows that a permanent change of station is a permanent way of life. Military families typically move every 2 to 3 years,
right?
And so that can create stress and strain and a chaotic educational experience for military children. And there are programs that exist to help military families navigate these changes.
That's definitely can be hard for children, especially. Kathy, how can Americans show their support?
Well, we're asking people to purple up on April 15th and 16th to show their support for military kids. And there's tangible things that folks can do as well.
Justin, what are some of the resources military families can actually turn to right now for support if they need it?
So the nonprofit community actually provides a number of resources that can be helpful for military families. And a lot of these are not necessarily top of mind for most civilians. But I'll just share a couple of examples quickly. One is the Military Child Education Coalition. They're a nonprofit that exists to help military families with the experience of moving their child into a different school.
Right.
So if you're getting a new duty station, they really help you understand the landscape of schools, school districts, and programs that can meet the need of your son or daughter. Second would be the Armed Services YMCA. Extracurricular activities during the summer, as well as childcare, are important needs for military families. And Armed Services YMCA does a great job of providing resources at no charge for military families that really make a big impact in getting them connected and feeling like part of the community.
Kathy, we have less than 40 seconds to go. We often hear about the military spouse, but why is it so important to celebrate military kids?
They're part of the success of the family. And if the kid is suffering, the family may not want to keep serving. There's a real role for neighbors and friends to make a difference. And this is true for our National Guard too. So in Indianapolis, you have a lot of Guard families. They've been more deployed than ever before. Parents are away from the kids for months at a time or more. So this is a time that each individual can make a difference in someone's life. At bluestarfam.org//military child, we have ways for both military families and civilian families to get involved and make a difference.
All right, Kathy Roth-Duque, CEO of Blue Star Families, and Justin Schmidt, Assistant VP of Corporate Responsibility with USAA. Appreciate the both of you this morning. If you'd like more information, just head to our website, fox59.com/links.